From subtle eye rolls to full-blown confrontations, here are 12 times Meghan Markle was caught being rude on camera. And wait for the part where she threatened to sue Prince William, because that was the height of it all. Harry and Meghan showed up at Mercy Lab School in Brooklyn to speak about education on World Mental Health Day, which honestly felt a little ironic considering the headlines surrounding them lately. But anyway, Harry takes the mic, starts speaking. He's doing fine, and then boom! Meghan cuts Harry mid-sentence. Not to add something new, no, she just repeats what Harry said, but with more drama, more camera-ready sparkle, and enough delivery to make it her moment.
Right. It's education, right? It's education. I think all of us can stand behind the value and the importance of education, especially having access.
Harry did not look very happy. His expression clearly said, "I'm annoyed, but I won't make a scene." Meanwhile, Meghan kept glancing over at him like, "Don't ruin my vibe." And of course, she gets the final word, the nod, the moment, and Harry, reduced to a background character in his own sentence. He became a victim of Meghan's classic spotlight theft. Keep watching, guys, because this is not the first time it happened. So Meghan Markle shows up at the Victoria Theatre in London, dressed to impress, smile locked in, clearly ready for her big entrance. Everything's perfect, until a man accidentally steps into her path. He's not causing a scene, he's not being rude, but rather than simply walking around him, Meghan elbows him and forces him out of the camera shot. Now, most people, they'd say excuse me, or maybe just wait a beat. But Meghan, nope, just slides him out of the way like, sorry, you're not part of the photo op.
Get out of my way! You fool! Boom! Ah. Psycho bitch smile. Hi, Meghan. Walk right in front of Harry. Touch my hair. Is my dress short enough? How do you like my Brazilian wax legs? I'll just ignore the guy to my left, the one that I elbowed.
Apparently, if you're not part of the shot, you're just an obstacle for Meghan Markle. During a walkabout at Windsor Castle, Meghan Markle was doing what she does best, working the crowd, smiling for the cameras, soaking in the spotlight as she and Harry viewed floral tributes to Queen Elizabeth. Everything looked picture perfect, until an aide stepped in to do his job, collect the flowers from Meghan so that she could keep moving and meet more mourners. She rudely dismissed him and refused to hand over the flowers. The aide was just doing his job, collecting flowers so the royals could greet mourners freely. But Meghan clearly didn't care. And her face? Oh, just watch that moment again. That look wasn't subtle. It said, "Step aside, you're blocking my good angle." Meghan can try as hard as she wants to look authentic and relatable, but even kids can see right through it. At Prince Harry's 39th birthday during the Invictus Games, the cameras were focused on Harry. The birthday song was playing, and everyone else simply stepped back and clapped. Everyone. Except Meghan. Instead of giving the space to Harry for his day, she leaned toward the child sitting next to him, clearly trying to move herself into the camera frame. The child immediately pulled away. She tried again, and this time, the child leaned back even farther, looking visibly uncomfortable. But Meghan kept angling herself closer to Harry, determined to squeeze into the shot, as if she was trying to create a kids love me moment for the cameras. The awkward part? Even a child with no idea about royal drama clearly wanted distance. No smiles, no warmth, just a clear no. And yet, Meghan still didn't take the hint. Even as a royal fan, I know the basics of royal etiquette and behavior at least better than Meghan seemed to. At a palace party, Meghan was seen with Queen Elizabeth II enjoying and laughing. But did you see the Queen's legs? And in the same pic, Meghan's legs were right beside hers. Can you notice the difference? It may look harmless, but royal ladies are taught something very specific: the Duchess slant. Knees together, legs at a specific angle, and controlled posture. Crossing at the knee breaks that rule. So, Meghan, was that a mistake, or just another rule you decided didn't apply to you? Because royal etiquette like this is drilled into you from day one. Breaking it doesn't look accidental. It looks deliberate. Take a look at this clip. The woman in the wheelchair is para-athlete Adria Brochu. She was in the middle of a conversation when, out of nowhere, Meghan Markle suddenly pulled her wheelchair. This happened at the Invictus Games in Vancouver in February 2025. Meghan appeared to reposition Adria's wheelchair just to get a better camera angle. Adria's personal space wasn't treated like it belonged to a person. It was treated like furniture, moved around to fit the aesthetic. Meghan was smiling like she had just nailed an award-winning moment. Adria, on the other hand, looked completely stunned. She instinctively threw her hands up in the air, as if to say, "What the hell just happened?" And honestly, you're not alone, Adria. Meghan has a way of making a lot of people think the exact same thing. This happened at Tom Inskip's wedding, one of Prince Harry's oldest friends. Meghan Markle showed her true colors when a black waiter approached with drinks, and instead of acknowledging or politely declining, Meghan decided to show her authority by waving him off with a bad hand gesture. Her expression is cold, annoyed, irritated, which is ironic, considering how often she speaks about racism and her African roots to become relatable. But you can't blame her. She probably didn't know that there was a camera capturing this moment. The waiter seemed to lower his head, stepping back as if he had just been treated harshly. And then there's Harry, standing beside Meghan, silent, distant, not intervening, just standing there without a spine. After Prince Andrew was stripped of his titles, Meghan reportedly started to panic. The fear? That her own Duchess title could be next.
Well, Meghan Markle is allegedly very worried that Prince William could move to strip her of her Duchess of Sussex.
According to reports, she allegedly jumped straight to legal threats. Meghan warned that she'd sue anyone who supported stripping her title, with Prince William at the top of that list. Meghan is worried that when William becomes king, he could strip her of the title of Duchess of Sussex. And let's be real, her power, relevance, and confidence all depend on that. For someone who says she never needed the title, she sure seems desperate to protect it.
You keep saying Meghan Markle, you know I'm Sussex now.
Trying to sue Prince William is a new low, even for you, Meghan. At a charity polo match in Wellington, Florida, Meghan stood beside Harry during the trophy presentation. She embarrassed a woman who was forced to awkwardly duck and squeeze between their arms just to reposition herself. Just because Meghan didn't want to risk being cropped out of the frame, you can literally hear her telling the woman next to Harry to move. No discussion, no polite coordination, just a quick, bossy instruction. And surprise, surprise, the lineup shifts, and Meghan ends up parked exactly where the attention lands. During a public outing at the Wimbledon match, Meghan was spotted with her friends, where she snapped at a man whom she thought was filming her. Meghan loves the cameras, but only when she's ready to put up an act. But the second she thinks someone's filming her, she loses patience. Well, it turned out the man wasn't filming her at all. He was just taking a photo of himself, a normal, harmless moment. But Meghan, being the self-consumed narcissist she is, escalated things. Even the security had to step in, only to realize the man had done nothing wrong. This was at the Suits premiere, one of the few moments where Meghan actually needed the press, and yet her attitude was already on full display. The interviewer hadn't even started his question when she jumped in, cut him off, and tried to brush him off.
Aren't you busy? Very, very busy.
It was awkward. Meghan, you were there for work, not to socialize. The interviewer was doing exactly what he was hired to do, so yes, he was busy. And instead of brushing him off, you should have answered the damn questions.
Is there a life for Rachel that doesn't involve Mike if he goes to essentially about?
I certainly hope so. As an actress, I certainly hope so, but I think also there's sort of like, just professionally, you look at these people, and like what I love about Rachel is that she is so committed to her career as well.
What really stands out is her body language. The eye rolls, the dismissive tone, the tight smile paired with those quick side glances. It feels as if she was really getting annoyed each time the interviewer even opened his mouth. For someone desperate for attention, she seems oddly irritated when she actually gets it. Even on days that aren't about her, Meghan somehow finds a way to make them about her. So imagine what happened on a day that was supposed to be about her wedding. There had to be drama. There had to be tears. There had to be yelling. Reports say she snapped at staff over flowers, over bridesmaid dresses, basically over anything that didn't go exactly her way. And according to multiple accounts, it got so bad that Princess Catherine was left in tears.
Did you make Kate cry?
No.
So where did that come from? Was there a situation where she might have cried or she could have cried?
No, the reverse happened. She owned it and she apologized and she brought me flowers and a note apologizing, and she did what I would do if I knew that I hurt someone. Or what was shocking was, what was that, 6, 7 months after our wedding? That the reverse of that would be out in the world.
The story came out 6, 7 months after it actually happened.
Yeah.
Now here's where it gets interesting. Instead of owning any of it, Meghan did what she always seems to do. She flipped the story. Almost overnight, the narrative wasn't about how she treated people anymore. Suddenly, it was about her feelings, her pain, her version of events. And when you look at all these moments together, a pattern starts to form. It's not just one bad day, or one awkward clip, or one misunderstood moment. It's the same behavior showing up again and again. Dismissive, impatient, and always centered around her. Drop a comment if you're tired of the royal rebrand. Hit like if these moments made you cringe, because let's be honest, the cameras didn't lie. And don't forget to subscribe. This drama isn't slowing down anytime soon.